Now from the home of the A's since 1968, a look at the O.Co Coliseum in Oakland. It's opening night 2013, and we've got a great matchup here between the Mariners and the Oakland A's. Hi again, everybody. It's finally here. Welcome to our special opening day edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching is going to be important for these guys, no question about it. They're only going to go as far as this group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
The date that's been circled for weeks is finally here. It's opening night. It's the show. And it's coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
Now taking the field, welcome your 2013 Oakland Athletics.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. We'll hear more from the guys as the night moves along, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Seattle Mariners, as Eric Wedge will line his guys up this way. They'll go to work against one of many young pitchers the A's rode to the 2012 AL West title, the hard-throwing right-hander Jarrod Parker. Willie Bloomquist makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening.
Willie Bloomquist.
Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. So the leadoff man set down here in Game 1. And with that, let's get a quick glance at the Oakland A's defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. Dustin Ackley will stride to the box as he gets ready for his first AB of the year. And this is fouled back and out of play. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Here it comes. And this is on the ground for Lowry at short. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Well, if these guys are going to do anything this season, he's going to need to be a big part of that offense. And he comes through big time right here with a base hit in his very first at-bat.
So a runner at first with one out now, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, and that's through, a base hit. And he can't come up with it cleanly here in right.
Well, anybody who calls this place home will tell you this is not a home run hitting park, but it will give up its share of doubles. And this one moves runners to second and third now as they're looking to cash in.
Corey Hart will dig in with a couple of guys in scoring position and a chance to take the lead here in the early going. Fouled back. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
It's pretty clear they weren't pitching around him there. Even though he's a big-time run producer, they came right at him, and he couldn't drive either one of those guys in.
Jesus Montero will stand in now in an early RBI spot in the top of the first. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Mariner rally gets turned away as the inning is over. So they get a couple of men into scoring position here, but can't get the key hit to bring them around. Mariners nothing. A's coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. There you see the starting lineup for Oakland now. And they'll go to work against no small task indeed. The 2010 American League Cy Young Award winner, King Felix, right-hander Felix Hernandez. And the Mariners defensively would look like this behind him. Here's the center fielder, Coco Crisp, to get us started in the home half of inning number 1.
Coco Crisp.
4-1.
And with his speed, you got to expect a challenge fastball right here because you don't want to run the risk of putting him on base.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
And here's a pitch in the dirt, and he's in danger of losing him here. 3-0 now. Now here it comes. And he finally gets a sinker over here for a called strike 1. Boy, look at that thing dart. It's full now, 3-2.
For the infielders tonight, be prepared. If he gets that sinker working like he normally does, it should generate a lot of ground balls.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Yeah, not what you want to do here in this hostile ballpark. Walk the leadoff guy who just happens to be a threat to go every time he's on first. Tough way to start things out.
Gentry.
Runs up to bunt here, but this is going to kick just foul down the line. Has a look, now the pitch. And there goes Coco. And it won't be in time. A stolen base for Coco Crisp.
And this is one of those guys that can certainly be an X factor in this series. He sets a tone early here with a first inning steal of second base.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away.
Boy, and just a great call that time to turn to the changeup. That's one of those at the plate where you don't even wait for the umpire to make the call. You know you're a goner.
Yoenis Cespedes digs in at the plate.
Fielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
Sinkers in there. No balls and a strike. Coco leads from second, now the pitch. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now. One out and a runner on second base. And this is low, but it's roped in quickly, and that runner will hold at second base. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out towards straightaway right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And Saunders' throw is late as he'll make it into third safely.
Yeah, this is a nice catch here, moving toward that right field line. No chance to prevent that runner from moving up to third, though, and he gets over there with only one out.
Brandon Moss will get his first shot here, trying to come through with two away and a runner at third. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0.
And this is maybe not a pitch-around situation, but you need to be real careful with a guy like this in two away.
Now the 1-0 pitch. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Big swing there as it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. Peguero is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Nothing in the Oakland first. On to the second now from the Coliseum. Still scoreless. Kyle Seager leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Kyle Seager.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
And here's a case on the mound where he's trying to sneak a first pitch fastball by him, but he was having none of that at the plate. He just sends it right back where it came from.
Carlos Peguero will stand in for the first time here.
Carlos Peguero.
First pitch coming. Hard hit towards center. Into a slide as he makes a great basket catch.
Very nicely done right there. This ball is hit hard, and I thought he might just play it safe and take it on the hop, but he goes into the slide and just does get the web of the glove underneath the baseball to make that play.
Michael Saunders will be the batter.
Right fielder, Michael Saunders.
And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd, a foul ball. He waits, now the pitch. Down and away, ball one. And there's ball two now. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got it in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Swing, and he saws him off with that one. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number two.
And on a night when the temperature is in the 40s, this one's going to sting for a while. No doubt about that.
Franklin Gutierrez will get his first cuts here with two gone now and a runner at first. Lined hard to center field. Crisp is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Mariners leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Josh Reddick will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second. First offering on the way. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
And that's right where you want to be with your specialty pitches. If you can start them knee high and let them dip out of the strike zone, you'll have a lot of success with locations like that one.
The 1-2 pitch from Felix. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Well, he watched that one all the way in, and it looked like he almost gave up on it. He's pretty lucky that wasn't called strike 3.
Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. A ball hit hard to the left side, and he'll have himself a base hit. He'll take the turn and head for second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Yeah, no hesitation there as we train our camera directly on him. But once this gets down the line, he's thinking 2 right out of the box, and he's able to beat the throw into second and leg out a double.
John Jaso will take his cuts now.
Sean Baso.
Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. And here's a sinker that had a little bit too much dart to it there as it just about came in and nailed him. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1.
Much better sinker there. I think that's the one he wanted to throw to start the at-bat.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. A runner at second, nobody out. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1 and 2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
So a runner on second with one down now, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Jed Lowry. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
And now, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see this next one be a changeup in the dirt.
Swinging a high pop-up right near the mound. Here to take it is Seager, and that's out number 2.
I don't know, 2-pitch here, he knows he's got to protect, and that's sort of a defensive hack there, just trying to make contact, and the result, an easy pop-up.
Alberto Callaspo will stand in here for the first time, looking to pick up that runner from second with 2 away here. And this looked to be on the corner, but just perhaps a hair outside. It's 1-0.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
That one's a called strike. Back even at 1. Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. And this ball's pulled on the ground down the line to first. Hart will take this one over to first, and that ends the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. Willie Bloomquist will try it once more. He lined out to start the ball game. Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
Well, this is a home run swing, and it looked like he thought he had one off the crack of the bat. But this place, not exactly known for being a home run haven, and this ball dies out there on the warning track.
Dustin Ackley will stand in. A base hit his first time around. And here's the first pitch. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Swing hard liner to left center. And that is going to be a base hit. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Here's another look. This fastball's of the 2-seam variety, running away from him at the plate. If you try to pull it, you roll over it. Instead, he goes right with it and winds up with a double.
Robinson Cano will stand in here. He doubled his first time around.
Cano.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw to first, and Cano's a ground out victim. 2 gone.
Well, at the very least, he does move that runner up to third base. But with 2 away now, I don't think that's exactly what he was hoping to accomplish. I think he wanted to drive him in.
Corey Hart will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and the Mariners move out in front 2-0.
Well, you figure it's only a matter of time till this guy gets going. That's his first home run here on the season, and you can bet it ain't going to be his last.
Jesus Montero will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. At last home run, a long one. 423 feet, the estimated distance. And here's a pitch swung on and sent on the ground to short. Taken there by Lowry. In a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Mariners get a couple in the inning on the 2-run home run. We play 2.5. It's now 2-0 Seattle. Nick Punto makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Nick Punto.
Pitch on the way. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike 1. And they guessed right on the bunt, but this is going to be close. Seager with the bare hand. But the throw will be in time at first, so he's denied the base hit on a bunt attempt.
And I've got a pretty good feeling that once he put this ball down, he's thinking, wow, this is going to be a hit, no problem. But not so fast. What a heck of an effort down there at third to barehand that ball and then get enough on it to get his man.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And it's back to the top of the lineup here for Coco Crisp. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0.
Yeah, they're being really careful with this guy. Remember, they walked him the first time around, and now they're behind 2-0 to him right here.
And he lays off a pitch just below the knees. It's 3-0. That one's in there, 3-1. And now a pitch on the way. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. Craig Gentry will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. And easy to read the thought process here as he starts him out with a sinker below the knees, and it's 1-0. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. One there. Back to first, and a great stretch there may be the difference. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. 3 innings complete. It's the Mariners 2, and the A's nothing. Kyle Seager will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Kyle Seager.
And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And a pretty feeble effort that time as this is tapped in front of the mound. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th. So with 1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. Both guys pretty close, top speeds of 95 and 94. Carlos Peguero will stand in, a line-out victim his first time. Now a fastball driven the other way out to deep left field, and that is off the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. Michael Saunders will dig in. He popped out his first time.
Saunders.
A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Here's the ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And the run will score from second here as this is now a 3-0 game. Franklin Gutierrez will stand in, a line-out victim his first time. And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Yeah, this ball's hit high enough that he can go back and tag at second base. So that's a good job of moving up the extra 90 feet now with 2 outs.
Willie Bloomquist will dig in now. He's lined out and flied out in 2 trips. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. Fouled straight back. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Now here's a hard-hit ball. Caught out there at second base. Pretty much right in the glove that time, and the inning is over. Mariners pick up a run on the RBI double. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 3-0 Seattle. Yoenis Cespedes will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Yoenis Cespedes.
And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Saunders is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first out.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Brandon Moss will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
You can tell here, in his mind, he's thinking, quick inning. He's not even trying to set guys up. He's coming right after them.
No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Swinging a ground ball short. Fielded there by Bloomquist. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Josh Reddick will stand in here. He doubled his first time around. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. So a strong inning there for Felix Hernandez as he holds on to a 3-0 lead.
Leading off for the
And we
Mariners.
see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. Well, and he gets the inning started with a bang as this is hit high and deep to left field. And a great start to the fifth. That ball is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left as the Mariners have opened up a 4-0 lead.
You want to talk about instant offense? How about the first pitch of the inning? He's just hoping to get ahead here with a first pitch strike, but now all of a sudden, he's got a guy circling the bases.
Robinson Cano will stand in now. He took home the Silver Slugger Award in the American League a year ago. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Cespedes arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. Corey Hart will try again after hitting that two-run homer his last time around. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a called strike on the corner. He didn't like that call. I don't blame him.
Yeah, a great sell job behind the plate, too. He sort of gently moved that glove back over an inch or two as he was catching that baseball.
Swinging a high chopper. On to first, and there were two down. Jesus Montero will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game. And a fastball taken the other way, but this should be routine out there in right field. Reddick is under this one, and that will retire the side. The Mariners strike for a run in the inning thanks to Dustin Ackley. Middle of the night at the Coliseum. It's 4-0 Seattle. John Jaso will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the fifth.
John Jaso.
And a fairly generous strike call there on a pitch that looked off the plate. It's strike one. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. Peguero has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for route number 1. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Jed Lowry. And a called strike on the corner. He didn't like that call. I don't blame him. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. That's still on his mind.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Low for a ball as he battles back from down 0-2 to even it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. And that's through for a base hit.
And on the mound, here's where you got to keep pitching like it's a one-run game. You never want to get in that relaxed mode where you think, I've got some cushion. I can afford to give up some hits. No, that'll spell disaster.
Alberto Callaspo will stand in. He grounded out his first time.
Callaspo.
And this ball will be chopped foul. Check by Hernandez. The pitch. Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. There's 1. Onto the pitcher covering at first, and it's your textbook 3-6-1 double play that'll get him out of the inning. A's go quietly there. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score.
Your attention, please.
Sean Doolittle will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Sean Doolittle.
Kyle Seager will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. And a swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, and it's strike 1.
Oh, and you cannot get caught making up your mind to swing before you even see where the pitch is going to be. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Oh, high, deep. Where will this one come down? Now that is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo home run here for Kyle Seager. And the Mariners have opened it up to 5-0 now.
And goodness, this is just the second pitch that's coming on, and I guarantee you he was not looking to put it there. This is right in the wheelhouse, and he just didn't miss that one.
Carlos Peguero will step in. He doubled and later scored his last time. First pitch on the way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. That last home run, believed to be in the neighborhood of 424 feet. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Slow curveball, like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike two.
Boy, he was so far behind that first pitch that he over-adjusted and was so far ahead of this one.
Lowry to play this one at short. And Lowry will look this one in for the first out.
And a good job there of bouncing back after the home run. He looks to be unfazed by it. So he goes right back to business and gets the pop-up to the next guy.
Michael Saunders will dig in. He doubled home run last time around. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. That's hit sharply past the mound and on into center field for a 1-out single.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Franklin Gutierrez will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. Now the first pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Willie Bloomquist will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. And this is on the ground toward the hole. He's got it. Throw from a knee is too late, and that will be an infield single.
Well, this was a heck of an effort to get to this thing. What a stop. But the way this guy can run, no chance to get him at first. That's an infield hit.
Dustin Ackley will stand in yet again and flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Here's the first offering. And this is hit hard on the ground toward short. A toss to Punto covering, and that'll end it. Mariners get one on this swing by Kyle Seager. Through 5.5. It's the M's 5 and the A's nothing. Nick Punto will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th.
Nick Punto.
And that's in there for strike 1. Now a swing, and he pops him up, right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And this is taken in for out number 1.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, He's barely been threatened out there.
So one gone for the A's in their half of the sixth, and set to stand in the center fielder, Coco Crisp. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And a sinker sinks too much there as it bounces into the catcher's glove. And he's starting to pinch him a little in this at-bat. It's 2-0 now. One out, nobody on. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike two anyway. Now the 2-2 pitch. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number two.
And sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Craig Gentry will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1. And he'll try and catch him by surprise here as he drops this one down. And a wise decision there to make sure this ball stays foul, and that's the second strike. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. 7th inning coming up. The Mariners are on top, 5-0. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. The Mariners out in front of this one as we move to the 7th, but before it gets underway, let's give you a look at the game summary to this point. Evan Scribner is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Evan Scribner.
Robinson Cano will dig in. He lined out hard in his last time around.
Cano.
Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. And that's through into right, so a leadoff single here to start the 7th.
And you can tell when these guys have gone up to the plate, they've had a plan. You know, they're just not wildly swinging, hoping for things to work out. They've been looking for specific pitches in specific locations. The advanced scouts, they've earned their pay in this one.
Corey Hart will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. And this is on the ground for Lowry and could be two.
That's an out.
To second for one. And now it looks like we're going to get an argument here, as here comes the skipper out of the first base dugout, and he looks to be trying to convince that second base umpire that the second baseman never had the ball, but you can see the umpire very clearly telling him that the drop was on the transfer. Jesus Montero will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Montero.
Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. One strike. And he powers the cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
Boy, that pitch is way up there. I'm not sure how he could have ever thought that was going to be a strike.
Swinging a high chopper. On to first, and it's dropped. And as a result, they won't get anybody on the play. Wow.
Well, he's got to come in a long way just to field this ball, so you know that he had that clock ticking in his head, and it told him that he needed to get rid of this ball quickly. And unfortunately for him, he winds up throwing it away.
Kyle Seager will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. And this is fouled back and out of play. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field, his second of the game, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Yeah, make it 4 home runs as a team now after that last one, and this guy's led the way with 2 of those 4. I tell you, I wouldn't give this guy anything to hit next time around. He's as locked in as you can get.
Now batting,
Carlos Peguero will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Oh, now this is hit hard to the right side, but caught out there at second base. And that will become out number 2.
Well, I'm not sure if he caught that ball or the ball caught him. You better check the webbing in his glove after that one. I think that's the hardest ball we've seen hit all night.
Michael Saunders will dig in. He singled his last time around.
Saunders.
Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And this will wind up a foul ball. 3 runs already home here. Here's a ground ball to first. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But the Mariners pick up 3 in the inning on this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Mariners 8 and the A's Yoenis Cespedes will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. Now a changeup from Hernandez as he gets ahead. It's 0-1.
I think if you gave him another chance, he'd be swinging at that one. That was a great pitch to hit.
Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control. 0-2. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And Hernandez won't get him to chase this one. It's a full count now, 3-2.
Yeah, he had him in good position here. 0-2 to start the inning. He just can't seem to finish him off.
And now a ball hit fairly well here out to the deep part of left field. Peguero is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Worth a look at his pitches by inning so far. You can see he's up to 80 for the game right now, so he should still be in pretty good shape.
Brandon Moss will try it again. 0-2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. You know, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Up high, 2-1 now.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
The 2-2 coming. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
And I'll tell you what, he's throwing with a lot of confidence right now. And he's also taking some chances with location, but he's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
Josh Reddick is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Good changeup, and it's 0-2.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. And he goes with the pitch nicely there as this is lifted high and deep the other way to left. And out of here! A solo home run here for Josh Reddick. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
If these guys want to repeat as division champs, they're going to need a big year out of this fella right here. And he gets himself off to a good start with his first home run of the year.
John Jaso will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0-2 thus far. First pitch coming. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Well hit high in the air and deep to center field. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result, he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. Jed Lowry will stride in. Popped out and singled in his 2 trips. Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats, foul. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1.
You've got options here, so you don't need to go after this guy if you don't want to.
Swing, hard hit ball to second. On to Hart at first, and the side is retired. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. We'll march on to the 8th. Still a lopsided affair at 8-1. Josh Lindblom will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Franklin Gutierrez will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Gutierrez.
Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. Cespedes is there and he has it for the out. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Willie Bloomquist will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And the second pitch of the inning is hit on the ground out to short. Taken there by Lowry. Throw on to first, 2 gone. 8-1 our score as you look at our in-game line score. This one pretty much all over but the shouting. Dustin Ackley will dig in, needing to come up with a 3-bagger to complete the cycle. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And Jaso will be under it to put it away, and the inning is over. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Mariners 8 and the A's 1. Alberto Callaspo will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. Fouled back. Good hard sinker swung on and missed, 0-2.
Here's where you got to show you're a good 2-strike hitter. You just can't go into a shell up there.
Now a hard liner. Foul. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game, and that was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Nick Punto will bat now. He popped out in foul ground last time.
Punto.
Too low, 1-0. Next pitch here will be number 100 through 7 1/3. One-0 pitch now. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
Now he's going to get a visit from his catcher just to make sure he's all right. But this might actually be more of a stall tactic here. I mean, his pitch count, it's starting to get up there, so this might just be to buy a little time for that bullpen.
And that's in there, 2-1. Good time to call the change as he swings and misses for strike 2. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. Bases are empty, one man out. Now a ball lined to the right side, and that's in there, base hit. Coco Crisp will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Now the skipper, Eric Wedge, is out of the Seattle dugout on his way to the mound. And his arrival is going to mark the end of the evening now for Felix Hernandez. So he was able to only get that first out in the 8th, but nonetheless he'll depart with the lead. James Paxton will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Paxton.
First pitch to him. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1. Now a ball lined towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
And hey, you know what? This game is not over. I mean, if these guys can string a few hits together, they can get right back in this.
Craig Gentry will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time.
Gentry.
And this is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. And this is high, a ball and a strike. In there, 1-2 now.
Well, nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, let's take another look here at the very first strikeout of his major league career. It came on a good pitch, too. Well, it looks like he's got a pretty good handle on things out there.
Yoenis Cespedes will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And that's a base hit. Around third and being waved on home.
We'll get a good look at this from up in our press box camp. You can see the 2 outfielders give chase, but this is almost perfectly between them as it finds a gap for a double.
Brandon Moss will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Hector Noesi is out from the bullpen as he'll get his first work of the season here on opening night.
Hector Noesi.
A little party there. No balls and a strike. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location, and he is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center as it's now an 8-5 ball game.
Well, these guys were a little bit late to the party, but now their bats have woken up, and they've made a game of it after all. You wonder where all this offense was earlier in the ballgame.
Josh Reddick will get another shot. He homered his last time.
Reddick.
And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. And this one will be fouled back in among the fans. 4 runs here in this half inning. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Oh, he took a big swing there as he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory at first. Hart there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So it's 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and no one left. We've played 8 full. The Mariners lead it 8-5. The second baseman, Robinson Cano, will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the ninth. Now he turns on one and rips it down the line. And this will get past him down the line at first. It's a fair ball. Corey Hart will dig in. He homered back in inning number 3. Cano holding. Here's the pitch. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Trying to go front door with that breaking ball. Started it a little too far inside, though.
And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Jesus Montero will try and erase his 0 for 4 in the ball game. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. And he is going to reach. It's a base hit.
More of the same right here, and that puts them into double digits now. 10 runs scored, and they've really had their way with this pitching staff all throughout.
Kyle Seager will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his 2nd home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. This is sharply hit to the right side, and with the first baseman holding, that finds a hole. It's a base hit. And the runner will hold at second, so 2 on with nobody out.
Yeah, a big hole on the right side of the infield. You see it there. With the first baseman holding, the second baseman at double play depth, there's a lot of real estate out there, and he just bounces it right through the opening.
Left fielder
Carlos Peguero will step in, 1 for 4 in the ball game. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
None out, runners at first and second. Now a ball hit hard towards center. Coming in is Coco, but this drops for a hit.
Tack on another run there. They've put up 11 now in the ball game, and this offense is definitely running on all cylinders.
Michael Saunders will step in, a ground-out victim his last time. Lined into left center. Boy, and call off the Dogs already as this is down for extra bases.
Around third and being waved on home.
And not in time as the second run scores.
And these guys just don't seem to want to let up out there. And who can blame them? That's now 13 runs they've put up here so far. And that's going to make for some pretty happy folks in that clubhouse when this one's all over.
Franklin Gutierrez will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And this is swung on and bounced to shortstop. Throw by Lowry, and there's the first out.
Well, this hasn't been the smoothest inning ever, so he just needed to get an out somehow. And I think he'll take it right here on that ground ball.
Willie Bloomquist will stride in, grounded out his last time through. And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Well, if this is a day game, this is a home run. You know, a night game, much different story here. This place just doesn't have the same kind of carry to it under the lights, and this winds up being a long out to the warning track.
Dustin Ackley will stand in. He homered back in the fifth inning of this one. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. And the pitch. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Therefore it is Punto. From a knee, he throws him out. A remarkable play there to retire the side. But they manage to bat around as 9 men come to the plate and 6 of them score. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. The M's lead it 14. John Jaso will try again. 0 for 3 thus far.
John Jaso.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Charlie Furbush will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Number 3 is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Catching, number 3.
Justin Smoke is into the game as well as he's the new first baseman.
First base, number 17, Justin Smoke.
Abe Almonte will also come in now as he takes over out in center.
36, Abe Almonte.
Logan Morrison will also enter as he takes over at third base.
5, Logan Morrison.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Now the pitch. Now a fastball as this is hit fairly well out toward left center. Almonte is there, and that is a big first out here to start inning number 9.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. He's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
Jed Lowry will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
Lowry. Your attention,
Tom
please.
Wilhelmsen will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Wilhelmsen.
First pitch is a fastball that's shot right back up the middle and on into center field for a base hit. Alberto Callaspo will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yep, and one last double play here to end it, and that puts the capper on a good win for these guys, and they really played well.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. So a good job of collectively swinging the bats in this one, but if we had to single out one guy who outshined all others, I think it's the man who stands out right here. He's our top player of the game.
And you have to feel good for that guy right there. The games finally count, and he comes out on opening day and turns in a great performance. That's how you want to get your season started.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB 13 The Show. For more, find us online at theshownation.com. The Mariners win it 14-5. Good night from Oakland.
The winning pitcher is Felix Hernandez. His record is now 1-0. The loss goes to Jared